Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of In The Loupe. Over these past few days, I've read several articles about the diamond industry. One warned of a fundamental crisis. Another reported that De Beers had made some of the deepest cuts in its history. Now, if you only read the headlines, you may conclude that the natural diamond business is in a freefall. But as is so often the case, headlines do not tell the entire story. As I prepare to leave for Singapore tomorrow night to attend the 41st World Diamond Congress, that's exactly what I'm going to be looking for. Not just headlines, but the facts and the context behind them. I'm looking forward to meeting with industry leaders from around the world, and when I return, sharing these ideas and developments with you. Let's begin with De Beers. Many people will hear that De Beers reduced its prices and assume that diamond prices suddenly collapsed. Well, that's not what happened. For quite some time, De Beers deliberately maintained its official rough diamond prices above the prevailing market levels while restricting supply rather than flooding the market during a difficult period. Recent reports indicate that the company now has chosen to bring its official pricing much closer to where the market already has been trading. That's a very important distinction. This appears to be less about discovering a new market price than about aligning De Beers' official price book with the realities of today's market. Context matters, and context is exactly what headlines often leave out. Now let's turn to the second article that I saw. The headline speaks of a fundamental crisis in the diamond industry. Yet, if you read the article carefully, you discover a much more nuanced story. It acknowledges that demand for natural diamond jewelry stabilized last year after several years of decline. It reports that larger diamonds continued to perform well. Certain fancy shapes, such as ovals, marquises, they've appreciated. Even categories once overlooked, such as champagne, cognac diamonds, have seen significant growth, likely because of the De Beers Desert Diamond campaign. None of this suggests that the industry is not without its challenges, but neither does it support the idea that every segment of the diamond market is moving in the same direction. Like most markets, ours is evolving. The article also correctly points out that the synthetic diamonds have captured a large market share, particularly in the entry-level engagement jewelry. That is a reality of our industry, and we must acknowledge it. But at the same time, many jewelers I've spoken to tell me that they are beginning to see renewed customer interest in natural diamonds. If you've been following these episodes, my explanation for why that is will probably come as no surprise. As synthetic diamonds become increasingly abundant, many consumers are beginning to place an even greater value on rarity, authenticity, and the unique story behind a diamond created by nature over billions of years. After all, true luxury has always been built on rarity. When something can be produced in unlimited quantities, it may become more affordable, but it does not become more rare. Because rarity has always been one of the defining characteristics of a diamond. I remain convinced that when we tell the diamond story well, its rarity, its authenticity, and its enduring emotional value, it will be obvious that we have a product unlike any other. Our opportunity is not simply to sell diamonds, it's to remind consumers why diamonds have captivated people for centuries. That is one of the conversations I hope to hear in Singapore. How do we tell our story more effectively? How do we reconnect with today's consumers? How do we ensure that the future generations understand the extraordinary journey of a diamond from deep within the earth to becoming one of life's most meaningful and cherished possessions? Those are discussions that matter. I'll be listening carefully, and I look forward to sharing what I learned when I return from Singapore. One final thought. As I was reading these articles, I noticed something interesting. Over and over again, they refer to our product as natural diamonds. That's what we've been referring to them over the last bunch of years. It made me wonder whether as an industry, we've unintentionally given away one of our greatest assets, the word diamond itself. So I would like to explore that idea in my next episode. And because I believe that words we choose matter far more than we sometimes realize. So until next time, remember this. Headlines attract attention. Context reveals the truth. Thank you for joining me and have a lovely week.